It's the invasion of the goose families. 3 families of geese out there looking for food. Gee, this is kind of funny. I'm sitting at the beach area here on Hammond Lake here in Ives Run Campground, and there's 3 families of geese just came up on shore. These are a little bigger ones, and I don't know if you can see the little babies over there, small ones. Afraid to get too close because geese are known to chase you, so I don't want to get too close. Hi, I'm Jill.
And I'm John.
And we're the Geezers on the Go.
Go, go, go.
This time we're at Ives Run Campground in Tioga, Pennsylvania. It's a Corps of Engineer campground with 160 sites on Hammond Lake. The campground is in the Endless Mountain region of Pennsylvania, and it is well known for its bass, striper, and walleye fishing, and the lake also holds the crappie record. We're here at Ives Run Campground. It's an Army Corps of Engineers campground in Tioga, Pennsylvania. We're at site 54, and as you can see, it's a pretty spacious site, and there's a lake down there, and you can see the lake from our site. The site has water, electric, and sewer. I would say probably half of the sites have full hookups, the rest have water and electric, and there is one little section up above that's a primitive site. But this, as you can see, is very big. And if you had kids, it'd be great because you could play some frisbee, some wiffle ball, maybe some tag football, and easy walk down to the lake. We're in what's called the Aspen Loop. Each of these loops here have different tree names, and there's quite a few of them. So there's quite a few sites here. But we're right at the end of the loop here, so you come down, turn around, and there's our site. And most of the sites back here back up to very big green spots and areas. And some of the sites could be a little bit longer considering how much greenery is behind them. But I'm not complaining. We were here in the fall one time. There's lots of trees here and the colors were beautiful. So it's a very nice place. We're going to enjoy ourselves while we're here. We're down again at the far end of this loop. It's nice and wooded, you can see, very pretty. But I just noticed our loop has no bathhouse. I know it's all full hookups, but some people, I don't know why, don't like to use their bathrooms in their trailer. And if you wanted to, you'd have to walk all the way up around here into the Hawthorne Loop. And next, across from the playground here, there's the playground. There's the bathhouse. So it would be a bit of a trek if you didn't want to use your own bathroom facilities for showers or whatever.
This is Hawthorne Loop right here. And it's a Friday. And people have been coming in all day long. There's lots and lots of people in this loop.
This one has a really nice little playground right there over there.
Oh yeah.
When we were here last time, we were on this side over here, and it was like a million squirrels going up and down the trees, but it was very colorful.
This is the Birch Loop here. Again, a very picturesque loop. Couple of folks looking at the lake. Down below there's the boat launch.
This is the other side of Birch. It's more the inner loop part has really good sights with a big green and behind it, and the bathroom right over there. And you get a good view of the lake. More of the where you can park to go out on your boat, but still nice, pretty sights.
This is the beach loop now. I know it's confusing. There are like 6 loops here, and they all have tree names. So this is like the beach tree, not the swimming beach. These sites go down very close to the lake, and I guess that's why none of them have sewer hookups. Guy coming back from fishing. So there's actually no beach at Beach Loop, just the boat launch area. Well, this is Hickory Loop here. It's sort of up on the hill. There are some good spots along here with lake views. This is the end of the Hickory Loop here, and we're going to go down the side closest to the lake right now. These are some really nice sights right here. But again, this side has
water and electric, but no sewer.
No sewer hookups. You can see the lake in the background here. Paved sites. Nice little bathhouse. Always wear a life jacket. They're always reminding you to put your life jacket on.
This is heading down the road into Pine Loop. And you get a great view of the lake. It's a bit of a bumpy road going into this the dry camping area, so be prepared. It's not paved. But once you get there, you got a good view of the lake.
And this is Pine Loop now. You can see people have got out their solar panels, and there's some small generators going, and the lake's right in the background. These are real nice spots, and there are people back here.
Somebody waving to us. And these are all dry camping, no hookups.
Well, there's no hookups here, no utilities.
But there was a nice bathhouse.
Yeah. I can see coming down here. This would be a lot of fun. Bring your kayaks and your inflatables and your canoes.
And they accommodate bigger rigs. There's quite a few spots that you can fit these bigger trailers, so it's not just tents.
Everybody back here seems to be a little bit dusty, though.
Yeah. I haven't had rain in about 2-3 weeks, so everything is just dirt and dust.
There's a couple of nice spots down at the bottom of the hill there.
Yeah, that one in the shade looks really nice.
Yeah, close to the lake.
That's 155 or 156. Seems like they keep this a little secret. Way far in one of the back roads here at Ives Run is a visitor center, and you don't know about it unless you sort of go down one of these roads by accident. So we're going to go see if it's anything interesting inside. There's a big grinding wheel. So let's go in, huh? Ooh, there's a rattlesnake in there. So it doesn't usually get all out, but there he is in all his glory.
There's one
And the big cat looking at him. Oh, you could see his tail there. Look at that.
Yeah, he was in here at least once before. They usually tag him.
Right by the little visitor center and nature center there, across the road here is an arboretum, and there's little signs, and you walk through and they're going to tell me all the different trees that are planted here. They really shouldn't keep this such a secret. We found this last time by accident when we were here a couple of years ago, so we'll see what we can see. Well, one of the first ones is a big leaf magnolia. Don't have a lot of flowers. Looks like it's a late bloomer, but we'll walk through here and see what we can see here. What's this one?
This is a common sassafras in case you want a cup of tea.
Yeah, sassafras. If you like crab apples, almost all these different trees are different varieties of crab apples. Somebody was very crabby when they were putting up all the crab apples. I think some of their trees are dying. They need some water, and they need somebody to come out here and fix their signs. Some of the signs are falling down. That's white spruce. What's this one?
This is a beech tree.
Beech tree.
And like some of the others here, this one's not dying.
Yeah, that one's good. But they need to put some of their signs back on. This one doesn't have a sign. That one don't have a sign. But we're coming into some of the most prettiest rhododendrons I've seen in a while. Look at them. That's a big patch of rhododendrons. This is a nice campground. We've been here once before in the fall, and this time we came kind of late spring, and it's a very pretty campground.
Oh yeah, and the beautiful trees, gorgeous Lake Hammond is about 700 acres and a gorgeous lake.
And the sites, they're pretty wide open. They're all paved. I mean, some are a little closer than others, so it just depends on which site you get. But we had a little view of the lake here. And the other cool thing is just the docking area for the.
Oh yeah, they have their. You can have your own private slip for however long you're staying here. You just.
As long as there's space.
Yeah, you just.
First come, first serve.
Put your ticket on the post, and it's your space until you leave.
Yeah, as long as you're at the campground. There's that's one boat launch, and there's two other ones as you come into the park too. So it's a day trip.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to get out on the lake too much.
It
got kind of windy and blustery here, and our little boat was.
Wouldn't quite.
I didn't want to wrestle with it all the time. So.
But the park has a couple other cool things to go see. They have some hiking trails, and one of them, if you're an archer, you go along the trail, and there's archery targets for you to go to. And then they had that cool osprey lookout.
Oh yeah, you could. There's actually a baby osprey in the nest.
When we were here.
While we were here, and we got some pretty good pictures of it, and we'll show those to you.
And they actually have a little, I guess it's a binocular scope that you can actually see the nest from if you're sitting at one of the seats.
And then in the area too, they have one of our favorite wineries is here. And,
True.
And we'll go out there in a little bit later, and a couple of other campgrounds.
Right, there's one that's it's also Army Corps of Engineers. There's 3 lakes here, and that one's on one of the other lakes. The pronunciation is always it's Conescu.
No, Conanesky.
Conanesky.
Something like that. We'll pronounce it better when we take you out there and show you.
Yeah, and that has another Army Corps of Engineers site. It's pretty. I don't think it's as nice as this one, but you could try that one too.
Yeah.
There's a gigantic parking lot here that'll take you down to where the beach is. There's a bathhouse up there on the top. So there's the beach. Not too bad of a walk.
It's about 87 degrees here today, and there are a few people in the water. A few sunbathers. There goes Jill to stick her toe in the water. But this is their little swim area. The beach, as you can see, is mostly grass. It's I'm not going to be making any sandcastles down here.
If you came up from the campground, you could ride your bike here too. They have a thing to put your bike. And again, they have some more life jackets if you want to go swimming with the life jackets on. Nice little beach. If you could either sit up on the grass or go down to the sandy part. Well, here we are on Hammond Lake at Ives Run Campground, and we got our little boat in. It took a little bit, but the cool thing about this place is if you're camping here, you're entitled to a boat slip and you can put your boat in.
Yeah, right alongside the Army
Corps of Engineer boat. But you can put your boat in here and keep it here, not have to keep taking it in and out, which for us is great because you don't have to keep...
Well, that would have been a good spot.
Yeah, maybe there too. And somebody there kayaking, and there we go. Right now we're out here, we're just scouting. It's a little too hot to fish right now, so we're gonna scout out some spots along the shoreline, and we did see a couple of fish swimming, so this might be a good area. We shall see. It's a very big lake, lots of territory, so we'd have to come here hundreds of times to figure out where the good fishing is. Here from both sides we can see there's a boat launch and some people out there fishing. Nice big parking lot, and the campground's up above, so you get good views. Boat slips for the campers, which is such a nice perk. I don't know if we've ever been to a place where they gave you a free boat slip for your boat if you were staying at the park. Also here, there's some kayak rentals. I'm not sure how you get in touch with somebody, maybe over the phone number here. But you could rent a kayak and go right out into the lake. Just before you get to the visitor center, there's a little parking lot here and a gazebo to have a little party if you want to. And it's called the Stephen House Trail and the Archery Trail, and it goes across the little creek here, a nice little bridge. Very pretty. Looks like you could go with one of the trails within the park. And if you are an archery buff, it says along this archery trail there are different places where you can shoot. And it just says make sure you only point in a safe direction. Off this road, it's called Railroad Track Road, which is right off the main road as before you come into the park. There's this little pull-off area where you can sit, and there's an osprey nest just up there in the distance, and you can watch and see if you can watch the ospreys come in. They're right up there. I don't think anybody's home right at the moment, but maybe there is. Yeah, there might be somebody up there. Having looked through these binocular things, there is, I don't know if we can see, we'll have to wait till we get back and look, but there is a baby sitting up there. Poking out there.
Now we decided to head down the road a piece. And here we are at Tompkins Campground. We're about 20 miles from Ives Run. It's a very picturesque little campground. No sewer hookups here, just water and electric. We're headed down toward the lake now. It's Kawanesque Lake. Later, we were told it's actually pronounced Kawanesque. Hey, this is the Knoll Loop, and unbeknownst to us, they have sewer hookups here. So what I said about no sewer before, I lied. There's the way down to the
It's called bench.
bench.
Yeah, bench.
And it's also very close to the lake. Very close to boat slips.
This part has sewer right by the lake.
And they have sewer hookups.
And what would a camping trip be without some fine dining? And drinking at a bar that was imported from Ireland. Then at one of our favorite wineries. This is Shutter Homestead Winery. It's about 5 miles from our campsite here in Ives Run near Tioga, and it's been a very nice place. The funny thing is, we're up here in Pennsylvania and all their wine comes from New Jersey. But that was fine. Everything was great and delicious, and there's the owner standing by the door. And you could come sit out here. They have slushies or wine tastings, whatever you want. A very nice setting. This winery, this Shutter Homestead, was a working farm from way back in 1910, and they had horses and hay and all kinds of cool stuff. And the woman who owns the place originally grew up in New Jersey, and they had a place in New Jersey where they grow wine. Oh, not wine. They don't grow wine. They grow the grapes for the wine, and opened up this winery, and it is really nice. You get lots of good tastings. John, we're here at this Shutter Homestead Winery. What do you think?
Well, I think I'm sitting in the middle of a barn.
Yeah.
But I like the wine.
Yeah, pretty cool. Leslie said it was built in 1901.
Yeah, the hay went over there.
Went over there.
The tractor went right where we're sitting.
Right here.
And the horse stalls were over there.
Kind of cool. She says even though it's kind of spots through the slats, she says it doesn't rain or it does through the slats or the snows don't come in or it doesn't wind. But
you know why you didn't know that?
What? Why didn't I know that?
Because you're not an old farmer.
I guess.
You're just old.
Right, true. But we had some good wine. We decided to stop and have one more glass here. So we would recommend. It's been fun. You can even have slushies, which I don't care much for, but it was 90 degrees yesterday, so I think it would have been a good...
I might have had a wine slushie yesterday.
Yeah.
On that sobering note, we bid you adieu. Thanks for joining us this time around, and as always, we'll see you down the road.
Stop!